drumming has historically and unfairly been coded as a more masculine art, and the music industry being predominantly controlled by men. More and more females are breaking through the world of drums, and the modes of gendered instruments are being broken. We have in the studio today Kola Wale Olubumi Deborah, popularly known as Debby Sticks. She's right here with us, and it's my pleasure to introduce her to you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you join us today.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Good morning.
Okay, so
you look reserved, as against the fearless drummer we saw just seconds ago.
Yeah, that's my work. I don't need to.
So you come alive.
Yes.
Absolutely. So talk to us. Who is Debby Sticks?
Thank you very much. I am Kola Wale Deborah Olubumi, popularly known as Debby Sticks, a female drummer, and by God's grace, I've built my brand to an extent, and I've featured on some stages and radio stations and all of that. So, and I can say I'm doing well in the music industry.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So why did you choose drumming? I mean, there are so many things you could have.
Yes,
chosen.
like
Talking
I
about music.
always tell people that I did not choose it. Like I met myself doing it.
Oh.
Like it's a gift, and I thank God for the kind of parents that I have. They were able to help me nurture it, and even to this present moment, they're still helping me doing well in it, and I can say I thank God for that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite interesting, really.
Thank you.
It's always good when we have, our parents backing, really.
Yes.
But we'll continue the conversation in just a moment. Let's take
Okay.
a break now. We'll be right back. Please to stay with us. We still have Debby Sticks here with us. And Debby, just before that break, you do this on a full-time basis. You're a drummer.
Yes, I do.
Okay, interesting.
Like you don't do another work?
No. I'm into it fully.
Okay, run us through, the very beginning. How did this start for you? Was it from the church? Did you have to go through, a music school where you learned drumming? How did this, happen?
Okay, like I said earlier, drumming started from when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I would say definitely everybody would say they started from church, so I can't deny that fact. I also started from the church, and it happened like that. Like what I want to do is just to get to the church and rehearse, do something, play nonsense. And I thank God that, just like I said before, my nonsense then is nonsense to the world. People want to listen, people want to watch me. But I didn't go to the university to study music. It's always sometimes very, very shocking to people. They'll be like, how come? I studied linguistics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when it is inbuilt, the gift is there, and when you have the ability to push it. So it's just about the consistency. I was being consistent about it. In fact, when people see my videos, they'll be like, no, Debby, you deserve this because you've been doing this back to back.
Wow.
It's not as if you stopped. And I never allowed discouragement to set in.
When you say discouragement, were there things that could have discouraged you?
Yes, a lot.
You mind talking about one or two?
Yeah, especially the fact that you are into the men's thing. Guys don't allow. Yes,
should we call? I think it's the fact that we are calling it the men's thing.
But
that's
normally,
why we have a lot of men there. But that doesn't make it the men's
thing. Yeah, the thing that normally, like, Nigerians. Okay, I had a student of mine actually asked me a question recently. She was like, "Oh, my mom said I should stop drumming because it might be hard for me to get a husband." And I'm like, wow.
Oh,
that's it first.
Yes, she asked me the question, "Sis, are you married?" I said, "I'm not married." So she was not like, so I was like, I couldn't answer the question because I'm not married. But I knew that it's not about that. But they believe that because we are doing that, maybe we are turning into a guy. And it's not like that. It's a different thing. Entirely. So the discouragement comes from, what are you doing here? Guys, when you have the numbers of like 5 guys and you're the only one there, even if you're better off them, they will still have this feeling like you're not supposed to be here. They're supposed to be a guy. So if one is not really careful, you would have, maybe I should just stop this thing.
How were you able to combine school? You said studied linguistics. I mean,
yes.
School. What was your school far away from home? How were you able to rehearse on the regular?
I studied at Ekiti State University.
Okay.
So I had, since I have a church, most times when I get back from church, and drumming has been a little bit easier now. We have drum pads that I don't have to get to church every time to rehearse. So sometimes I make use of the drum pads, or when I go to my church, I just rehearse something and all of that. So it has going, because when I was in school too, you know, I have to travel sometimes to programs outside my school, and my mom would be like, the only thing you can just do is to just tell them you are heading somewhere. They've been so supportive. I'll tell them I'm going somewhere, but the only problem is just I don't tell them you are going out. But when I tell them, even if I'm good, sometimes I would go to Akure because I was in Ikiti, go to Akure, go to Ibadan, come to Lagos
to
for programs. Yes, but I just thank God for everything.
All right. So what genre are you in? Do you specialize in church music, or you do everything, entertainment and all that?
Yeah, I do contemporary. Yeah, I just do most everything, because mostly people know me for the gospel, and I do most of the juju.
Okay.
Yeah, playing in events with talking drummers, because that's what actually make me different from the other female drummers. Everybody just into the classical. But when you have somebody that is the energy, people know me for that energy when I'm playing the drums, playing with the talking drummer, which is not very, very common amongst ladies.
I was about asking, I mean, beyond the drum set, you also played the talking drum?
Yes, I played the talking drum.
What other drums? Bata, you know?
I don't do the bata, because that bata is sometimes, maybe it's because of the knowledge I had about it. It is more, I don't understand. Because I don't have the idea, so it's only because I don't know what to play that. But any other, I play the keyboard sometimes, and I sing as well.
Great.
But talking about drumming, can it really stand on its own? Can it be so melodious? Can people really enjoy it on its own? Doesn't it take extra effort?
It can. It depends, but most times we just have to depend on something. Something just have to come in between as well. But we can also, it can stand on its own, but not really. It won't really go to that extent playing it alone. So that's why now we used to have something we call loop. So you just have to play alongside with the loop. Sometimes they'll bring some arrangements. So you still have to depend on one thing or the other just to hold down whatever you're playing.
Okay. You said earlier that you didn't go to any music school to learn this. You didn't learn from anyone.
No.
You were simply, you know, practicing, and you kept better with time. Now I heard you say something about, you know, having a student.
Yes.
What's the process like now? I mean, I know quite well when you started, you didn't have to go through. But now, what's the cost of learning? Because there are so many people who, you know, go to music schools to learn musical instruments and all. You really don't have much of female drummers in that sense. So, what's the process of learning now as a teacher, as a tutor? How long can it take someone who is a novice to learn the art of drumming, the modern art of drumming, to at least a level of expertise? Yes,
the thing is that we can't stop learning. Yeah, so I can't really say there is a particular duration to it. But all we just need to, as a student, you just need to learn first the basis. It's just that people don't really want to do that. They just want to jump one day
straight to the
jump to the drums, of which at least for like a month or two, you're supposed to be learning the basics, even without touching the drums. But it's not everybody that is that patient. So we also give them what they want. Oh, you want to jump? No, Allah. We'll give you maybe like 3 months. You want to jump? I'll just give them the thing on, just the basics. But if you really want to learn it, you can't stop learning. Even at this stage, I still keep learning. There are some things I'll look at. This one, I did not know this one. Like it's just, but at least for 3 months, most of my students I do 3 months with them. So I'll continue doing a follow up. Or you might just think one of my business. Sis, what did you do? This. Go and rehearse it. Show me your video.
All right. Do you have male students?
Definitely. They are even more. You know, they want to have the, it's a female that actually lectured me. Like, it's just that it's not all of them that are very, very serious. Some of them, they are.
All right. So are we looking forward to maybe a drum party? I don't know, something like that.
Yes. Hopefully, I'm working on something. And I'm working on, like, a retreat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on setting up a studio to enhance the teaching and all, because with this particular stage I have more people but because of the fact that and internationally too, and you know our times varies. I can't be hitting the drums. Maybe someone that is in the US is 8 hours difference, and we are already at night. So if I have my own studio, padded studio, I can run. So that has been one or two challenges I'm having currently. Okay. But definitely next year I'm looking forward to greater things.
Okay, right. Let's talk about the performance now. Okay. You know, it's one thing to be a solo drummer, it's another thing to be among the live band, and I think we've moved from that culture of, we still have DJs, no doubt about it, but more people are now demanding live performances, so that requires drummers, guitarists, and the rest of them. And when you're performing on stage with the other live band, what's the experience like in terms of chemistry between everyone but the singer and all other musical instrumentalists? What's the experience like?
Yes, the drummer is actually the backbone of because once I miss it, every other person will go off beat. I don't know how good they can be.
You give the beat.
Yes, so it depends solely on me. And for the kind of person I am too, I shine everywhere I get to, even while with a band. Okay. Something distinct me. Yeah. Even when the people like, who is that lady playing there?
What's it about? What's that thing? You want to tell us what it is? Is it the way it sounds, or the mannerism or something?
I used to say something that the grace is the difference. The difference is the grace. Like there's always a difference when I play. So people always want to check and check and check again. So play with the band is just, you have to get to understand those you're playing with. I'm communicating with the talking drummer, right? We are working together, but at the same time, I need to focus on the keyboard. Sometimes we have to do some syncopations and all of that. The singer too might be like, "Oh, Debby, break." So most times the drummers control the beats, the drummers control the music. So that's just it.
All right, for a concert, sorry please, if you were to prepare for a concert, let's say you're going to perform with maybe the band, or you're going to perform with maybe, who else does something as beautiful? Okay, maybe Yemi Alade, Burna Boy too, yes. So if you're going to, for something like that, like how many hours of work, how many hours of rehearsal would you need before you come out with something as beautiful?
It depends. At least I would go, because I wouldn't want to do what is not. So I would go days, not even hours, just to prepare ahead. Because rehearsals, you can't do anything if you've not done it in your place of rehearsals. You would definitely flop there. A lot of people that do mistakes is because they've not perfected it in the place of their rehearsals. So it takes rehearsals. So
let me come in here. Apart from the general rehearsal, do you also still have to do your personal rehearsal?
Definitely.
Okay.
I do.
You can continue.
Like every day, at least I run like 2 hours just for flexibility. Because I was actually working before. Earlier this year I was still at work, but it's not really easy combining work and with music, because sometimes I get home past 10 on Sunday and I have to resume work 5 a.m. On Monday. So it wasn't really easy, and so I just told my dad, "Sir, this is not. It's money you want, don't worry. God will provide you." So you just have to like do the rehearsals, prepare, because you don't know where you might just get to, and you just need to do something. So there's no limit to my rehearsals. It depends on the program.
Let's talk about, you said you've performed both gospel, contemporary, and the rest of them. Live performances, what are the artists you've performed? Who are the artists rather you've performed with, and who are those you're looking forward to performing with?
Yes, I've performed with, I have someone I'm working with currently, Oluwaseun Ozana. Okay. Yes, and for artists that I'm looking forward to perform with, those I'm looking forward to perform with, they don't have females in their bands. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to penetrate in there. But I just always believe that whatever would be. But the likes of Bidemi for the gospel, I love his kind of music. And for the juju aspect, I don't really know.
How about the hip-hop? I mean Afrobeat and all of that.
Yeah, I want to play with Davido.
Oh.
And
Why Davido?
no, I love his music too,
The
and it's
energy as
groovy.
well.
Yeah, it's groovy.
You don't look groovy to me, like I think you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't have
she's,
expected you to mention it in the
Yeah.
video. I would have thought
No,
you
there's,
more.
you know, there are some okay, it's just like Aye. That is that
Yeah,
song.
that track.
Like every drummer actually bounced on that. Then
yeah.
like we mostly used that. The
Okay.
beat, like it was easy for us to just do something on. Actually, that song, I love that song. If there's never any other song, but that particular one, I actually loved it.
Okay, in wrapping up this conversation, let's look at folks who want to be drummers,
Yeah.
be it male or female. Now, what are the tips of advice, the pieces of advice rather you would give to them?
Yeah, firstly, I would tell them to know what they really want,
Okay,
because along the line you might be discouraged.
okay,
So you just have to be focused. You have to have this, oh, I won't let anything just make me, oh, I think I'm not going to be doing this any longer. And consistency too.
okay,
Just have to be consistent. Then rehearsals, practice, get to study. And most importantly, that people shy away from the basics. We have rudiments
okay.
of drums that people need to know, and a lot of things. So they just have to prepare their minds that, oh, I'm coming into this, I'm ready, whatever it takes. Yeah, even when it's not even paying well, you just have to, okay, let me wait,
Let
give
me
me
keep up with
something.
it.
Years back, I was not getting anything from it, but now, but thank God we are doing something. We are moving to the permanent site.
Thank you so much, Debby Sticks, for your time on the show this
Thanks
morning.
for having me.
Thank you so much. We wish you the very best.
Thank you very much.
That was Debby Sticks, a female drummer who is definitely making her parents proud and making other females proud in terms of breaking the glass ceilings when it comes to drumming. We'll take a break now. When we return, more discussions for you. Please to stay with us.